friends, it is Miss Liz here with your weekly installment of Maker Monday. What Maker Monday is our weekly community service vlog that is designed to have you doing some community service projects at home on your own time when you want to do it. Each week, we will be featuring a different project that you can do at home using supplies found around the house, and can submit a picture to teenservices at hhlibrary.org in order to receive an hour of community service. If you need more information or guidelines for this project any Monday, please feel free to visit our website, hhlibrary.org/services/teens, and there will be a list of guidelines and past videos from other projects on that website as well. Or if you have any questions in general, please feel free to call the library at 631-421-4530 or send us an email at teenservices@hhlibrary.org, and we will be happy to answer any of your questions about Maker Monday. So I am going to stop rambling, and we are going to get started with this week's project. For today's Maker Monday, we are going to make some bracelets using yogurt cups. So for this project, you're going to need a clean, washed out yogurt cup. You're also going to need ribbon or yarn or string, anything you want to use to cover it. You're going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to want to grab a hot glue gun or some kind of adhesive that you can use to put your bracelet together. And you can grab a pencil if you want to sketch stuff out before you commit to anything, but that one is entirely optional. Once you have all your supplies assembled, it's time to begin making our bracelets. The first thing you're going to do is remove that label from your yogurt cup to make sure it has a nice clean plastic surface. Once your label is removed, you're going to now cut your yogurt cup to be the size of the bracelet that you're looking for. Now you can make one bracelet out of a yogurt cup, you can make two, you can make three. It all depends on how thick you want your bracelet to be. So for my project, I'm going to make two bracelets, but like I said, you can make however many you want. You're just going to start by cutting out your cup and then creating the size that you need. Once I have my first bracelet cut out, you can see how thick it's going to be. I am going to now make a wrist cuff using the extra part of my yogurt cup, and I'm going to cut that out as well. So again, you can make however many you want, make them as thick or as skinny as you're looking for. It's your bracelets, so make them look how you want them to be. Once you have all of your bracelets cut out, you're going to now measure them against your wrist. If you need, you can cut your bracelets down to size. This might be a good time to use your pencil if you want to draw out a line. I wanted my cuffs to be a little oversized, so I'm going to leave them the size that they are, but if you need to cut them down, that's fine. Next up, we're going to decorate our bracelets. So using a piece of yarn or ribbon, you're going to now wrap your yogurt cup to make the bracelet whatever color and design you want it to be. Now, I know at the beginning I said you can use yarn or ribbon, but you can use anything you want. The technique that I'm doing is I like to hot glue the end piece to my yogurt cup and then just wrap it around the entire bracelet, which you'll see at the end, to cover the whole thing so it looks like a nice fabric bracelet. But you can use anything from pipe cleaners to tissue paper to extra scraps of fabric. Whatever you have lying around the house that you would like to repurpose and reuse will work, just as long as you cover it and make it the bracelet that you want it to be. Once you have your bracelet all covered or wrapped, depending on what material you use, you're just going to hot glue it together to make sure that everything stays in place. These are the final touches using my yarn to make sure that my ends stick together. I'm just going to hold it really quick. Be careful if you are using a hot glue gun. If you haven't noticed, that glue gets really hot. So please be cautious and careful when you're using it. Don't get it on your skin. It will burn like I just did. And, not be too pleasant. Once you have the base of your yogurt cup covered, you can now finish off any loose ends. So here I am cutting the yarn off of mine to make sure that it's complete. And now is the time to add any other decorative features that you want. So again, I would check at this point to make sure that your bracelet is the size that you want. I'm going to check it against my wrist to see what it looks like. Do I like it? Do I not like it? And then I'm going to add in some finishing touches. So I wanted mine to look like a corset style bracelet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take ribbon and I'm going to put those on the ends. So instead of having like a lobster clasp or anything like that, I want mine to be able to tie because that's the style I'm going for, but you can add anything you want. You can put a button closure. You can hot glue the entire thing closed and put it over your wrist like a bangle. Whatever you're looking for is how you're going to finish off your bracelet. So like I said, mine is going to be a tie style, but yours can be whatever you're looking for and make it as fun and unique as you are. So here I am just doing my ribbon, and then we'll check in to see what that looks like. And now that I have one side of my bracelet done, I'm going to take my hot glue gun and just do the same exact thing on the other side of my ribbons to make sure that they can tie together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cross it over and then cut it in the middle. So now that my strings are entirely glued on both sides, what I'm going to do is let that glue dry for a few minutes just to make sure it's nice and sturdy. And then I'm going to take a scissor and cut it in the middle. And that is going to give me my 2 wrist ties so that I can put on my cuff when I want to wear it. Like I said, yours doesn't have to be ribbon. It could be string. It could be lobster clasps. It could be buttons. It could be hot glued together, whatever you want it to look like. But this is mine. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to accentuate it and accent it with some more pieces. I'm going to add some decorative jewels to it just to make it pretty. And then once it looks complete, you can add in a few more finishing touches. If you have any broken jewelry, this is a great way to repurpose some of the pieces. You can put it on there. That's what I'm doing with this cameo that's going on there. It was from a necklace that broke. So you can still wear your favorite pieces, even if their intended use is no longer in use. Just, see what you have around the house and use it and have fun and make it how you want it to be. So once again, because we're using hot glue, I'm going to let it dry, push it to the side and let everything solidify. And I'm going to make one more bracelet for today's project. I'm going to make a skinnier cuff, and we're going to do that same wrapping technique that we did at the beginning with the yarn, only this time I wanted to use a shiny black ribbon so that if I wear them together, there's a nice contrast between the 2 pieces. So we're going to start with our dot of hot glue, and then I'm going to wrap the ribbon around the cup like I did earlier with the yarn. So we'll see you on the other side and you can see what it looks like. So once again, like before, once my entire bracelet is wrapped, I'm going to cut off the ends to finish it how I want. This one I want it to be a little bit shorter because I'm not going to add an enclosure to fix it up. I just want it to be a bangle that I can slip on and off my wrist. So I'm going to make it a little bit shorter, a little bit smaller, see how it fits. Do I like it? Make any modifications as needed. And then once I have that all done, I can find some other spare pieces of either jewelry or metals or foam stickers work great. Those jewels that are self-adhesive, whatever you're looking for, you can put onto this bracelet. Be creative, use what you have. The whole point of Maker Monday is for us to use stuff that's around the house. So here I have an old skeleton key that I'm going to glue on mine, but you can do whatever you have at your disposal. Then once you have your bracelets all ready to go, it is time to show off your hard work. So here I am tying my first bracelet on. It is a little difficult with one hand, I'm not going to lie, but you will get the hang of it if you go this route, or you can also take it off your wrist and tie it like a bangle. Whatever you want to do, whatever works for you. And then we're going to see the finished product of the two of them together. So now that this bracelet is all tied, you can see that it pairs perfectly, in my opinion, with my other bangle that I made, and you are ready to go. So again, your bracelets may look entirely different. They may look similar. As long as they look like something you like and you would wear, that is a win in my book. Just make sure that you submit all of your photos for Maker Monday in order to receive that hour of community service. And we will see you next week. Bye!